Men who game, can we have a conversation? Like, I want to know, when did it become uncool to have a female protagonist? You know, the Game Awards was last night, and they announced a lot of new games, which a lot of them look really good. For instance, The Witcher 4. But let's talk about how every time the game was announced and it was a female lead, which was probably, I would say, 1 out of 5 games had a female lead. All I saw in chats were, oh my god, another woke game. For instance, no.
This was one of the games she was talking about, which she's a female lead, which she kind of looks like Ramora's sister, but without the paint on her. So I don't understand the reason why they hate her. If I knew more about this character, I could then give you guys a reason. Otherwise, there's not a reason why I understand why people hate female leads, especially when this exists, Clementine exists, Remember Me. I know it's not a female lead, but my boy Sam B going into his partner, Peruna, from Dead Island. You have Rochelle. Again, great female lead, along with 3 others, but still a female lead. You have Tomb Raider. You have Marlene and Paige. Even though they're not the leads, they were main characters within the story. She's from Fable 3, if you guys do not know. But now the reasons why people will call something woke, just for people to understand, which is 100% true. The left has always wanted to push the agenda of throwing everything down people's throats when it comes to the gay community, which no one has ever had a problem in video games whenever there was characters like that until recently, because now they just push it in everything and just make it about the entire video game. For example, there was a game that came out not too long ago where there's literally an entire dialogue scene just talking about her transness, which no one wanted to hear, see, or anything. If they just put, oh no, I just go by they, them, and that was it, and the person was like, alright, what's your name? And then they said, oh, it's Galactica. And then that's what they would have just called them from now on for the rest of the game. No one would have batted an eye. Then when they did the same thing for Borderlands, Borderlands was never about all this gay community stuff. And then Borderlands 3 came out, and there was just a lot more just gay things popping up. Then you had next Tales of the Borderlands, which is from Telltale Games, and that was just heavily that. And then Tiny Tina's like standalone game, if I'm not mistaken, that also had a lot of that. So the game went from a looter shooter genre that was about criminals and killing and looting and going to the vaults to now it being mainly just incentivizing the gay community. No one wanted that, which is why all of them have flopped. Why they were all considered horrible Borderlands games, and which is why everybody went back to go play Borderlands 2, where the story had nothing to do about that and did not revolve around that. Keep in mind, we all knew Hammerlock liked men in Borderlands 2. The way he'd talk and the way he'd act, we all knew, and no one cared. But in Borderlands 3, they literally have an entire main mission developed around him being gay. And then you had an entire DLC literally called Love, Guns, or something about his marriage with another man. Loki, the DLC was actually pretty good. I liked it. But at the same time, no one wants to just have an entire game revolved around that if the previous versions of it were not about that. Yeah, those are the reasons why people will call it woke, why people will not watch it. And I don't think I still don't understand why people hate the female lead. Some of the best games in existence have female leads. Fuck, Cortana is a female lead within Halo, and everybody loves her. Yeah, personally, I don't care if you are gay, trans, a woman within a video game. Just don't make the entire story have to talk about it, have to, convey and everything like that. Just don't do that. Just a simple 3 sentences. Hey, I'm not actually a she, they. I go by they or them. Okay, what's your name? My name is Galactica. I'm just going to call you Galactica from now on then. Thank you. Simple as that. It doesn't have to get anything deep. You don't need to go over why you're like this or anything like that. Just a simple, oh, you don't want to be called that? Okay, what do you want to be called? Okay. I'm just going to call you that from now on. And then the rest of the game, just call them by their name. But woke people, woke communities want to just push it out when I can guarantee you no gamer cares.